He came there to speak about his films, and the lecture was such a success that he was invited to become a professor of cinema in the fall of that year.
He loved teaching. He was invested in teaching in the sense that he always found a way to keep himself learning. And because he was learning, he could become a better teacher.
When Dennis Hopper came to our university, he told the students there, he says, "Oh, Nicholas Ray is a great director, but he can't get a job in Hollywood anymore." And Nick almost had a fit when he said that because it was embarrassing. It made it sound like he was unemployable, and maybe he was.
I think Nicholas Ray didn't realize just how great he was.
Accolto da un gruppo di studenti increduli, il professor Ray li conquista con un metodo didattico inedito.
When he arrived at the university, students had other classes during the daytime, so he said, "We'll film at night." So we sometimes filmed starting late at night into the early morning hours, and then people would go, students would go to their classes the next day with little sleep after staying up all night filming.
Il metodo didattico di Ray era arricchito dalla visione in classe dei suoi stessi film, le cui copie rischiavano di fare una strana fine, come nel caso di Dietro lo specchio.
The university rented this print, and Nick loved the print so much he wanted it. And so he asked me to steal it for him. So he had the key to the room where the print was kept. And so we went there once late at night, and he told me, he opened the door and he says, "Take that print, I want it." And so here he was, Nick was stealing a print of his own film, which he didn't have a copy of, and only because he loved the quality of the print. And of course, the university was not fooled. They deducted the cost of the print from his paycheck, because he denied stealing it, but of course he did. And they knew it had to be him who stole it.
I like this very much. I just want to see the other kind of graciousness coming through.
He could be very tender when he's trying to bring out a performance in you that you knew you had inside you.
I don't think that I could have gotten or I could ever get such a good acting teacher. I think he's the greatest teacher of acting in the world. I'm really excited by that.
I don't want your personal hostility or whatever the hell you are feeling to take a part in the film. At this point, not at all. Not at all, at all, at all, Leslie.
He impressed us and me as a student actor as understanding what goes into a performance, and Nick kept saying that acting is living, living is acting. The two go hand in hand, and Nick invited students to write about your personal experiences, and that may be used in the film. So I wrote about my own conflict with my father.
My father is a police detective in New York City. Works on the homicide squad. Don't call him a pig. Why not, my father? But we don't get along. Why not? Politics.
La fascinazione che Ray esercitava sui suoi studenti era arricchita dalla curiosa band che gli incorniciava il viso in quel periodo.
Well, he had the image of a rebel with his eye patch. There was a certain mystique about him, and we never understood why he wore the eye patch. And someone asked him, "Why do you wear that eye patch?" And he said, "Vanity." And I don't know if he was joking or not.
Toward the end of his career,